Hello, friends. Seems like the half in, half out plan that Prince Harry gave to our much beloved departed British monarch Queen Elizabeth II is now in play. Or how else will you describe the 4-day trip that Prince Harry made to the United Kingdom? Like a flash. He came in that night and he had the World Child Awards for children with severe mental and physical injuries. It was at their dinner, their awards night. Zoom, he went to Nottingham recording studio and he shelled out $1.5 million for children in trouble. It was all work, work, work. I said that was not enough. He headed to Imperial College Blast Injury Studios, their center, shelled out another sum of money for people injured in Gaza, blast victims, and all that. And then the last day of his visit, he also was at the Diana Awards in London. I bet you, if I say that, and I'm not wrong, Harry works harder than those so-called full-time royals. He's more hardworking, more energetic, all over the place, doing stuff. Let's unwrap this one this week on Around the World in 10. I'm glad that after the visits, Harry's relationship with his father, King Charles III, is no longer ice cold, it's no longer frozen. It's not warm, but at least it has started thawing. I remember in my last video that I had, I advised King Charles III to make sure that he settles things with his younger son. He shouldn't rely on his older son because pretty much this is time in the sun, his own legacy. And I'm glad that he has ditched all his toxic, archaic courtiers to really come to London and spend time having tea with his younger son. Family is everything. The firm is there, but family is everything. And today I opened the papers as well, and I found that Prince Harry also has sneaked into Kiev in Ukraine. This boy. Not a boy, this man. This son of Princess Diana of blessed memory. He's working so hard, showing love, showing empathy, meeting needs of people. That's what royalty is all about. Meeting people's needs, not only shaking hands and cutting ribbons, meeting people's needs, and that's what he's doing. I think I want to advise King Charles III once again. They should take another look at the half in, half out plan that was suggested to Queen Elizabeth II. At that time, tempers were really frayed. I remember that they said they were shouting matches, people were screaming during the meeting. But now, several years down the line, tempers have cooled. A new sheriff is in town now. There's a new king in the castle. King Charles III is not calling the shots. You should take a look at that half in, half out that Prince Harry proposed. He didn't want to live at that time. He was made to live, was asked to choose between that, and had to choose the space. Now that nerves are now, well, sort of tempered, and Harry has carved out life for himself in California, he still useful to the monarchy. Forget about pride, ego, and jealousy. Forget toxic media likes to say. Harry is a sparkle. Prince Harry is a sparkle. He's the show dust. He's the glamour of the royal family. He does this effortlessly. Look at the way he danced at Nottingham studio. Look at the way he just gave a few steps. Look at the way he got to Kiev on Friday morning. That's the way he showed love, empathy, hugged everybody and swung into action. That's what royalty needs now. That's what British royal family needs now. Because if you ask me, pretty much, my family is now looking so grey, so dowdy, so archaic. You need sparkle. Prince Harry on his own brings that to the table. Prince Harry on his own is a sparkle. When you now add Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, when you add her in the mix, you have a power wow. You have class, panache, dazzle, razzmatazz, grit, substance. Well, I can only say my own, but that's something that should be considered. King Charles, kudos to you. Chop knuckle for arranging to have tea with your son, despite all the advice telling you not to do it. Kudos to you. I pray that your health will improve and you have more years on the throne. I pray that very soon Prince Harry will be popping in and out with your grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lily, that you want to see. You want so much love. You have taken a step, and I know that step is a step in the right direction. Push back pride, ego, and all, and carve out some wonderful role for Prince Harry in the Commonwealth, among the nations. Carve out a role for him, half in, half out, where will be the wingman, the dazzle, the sparkle for this present royal family headed by King Charles III. And that would dovetail into the next era. Like someone screamed when Harry was on one of his events. The crowd gathered. They were not invited. It was a non-official visit that it made to that particular town. They screamed, "We love you, Harry." Well, around the world in 10, we also scream, "We love you, Harry," and pray that everything that's troubled now will be sorted out. Well, that's how we leave it this week on Around the World in 10. Be here next week again with another scintillating topic. If you like what we are doing, share. Leave your comments in the comment section. Follow us on our social media handles. Like I always say, we'll see you next week. Bye, friends.